Hi, this is Patrick, the young adult librarian for the Malden Public Library, back again for another 5 and 5 review. And that's where on Fridays, the staff of the Malden Public Library takes you through 5 themed introductions and reviews of books you might have missed, give you a little brief window into what they are in less than 5 minutes. Check the notes of this video if you want to check out any of these books right now. This week, my list of books involves titles from African and African American authors that you can find in the young adult section of the Malden Public Library. First up is the author of such books you may have read, The Hate You Give and On the Come Up, and that's Angie Thomas, who has a new book out just last week, which is called Concrete Rose. Now, this is technically a prequel to The Hate You Give, but you can read it without having read the previous story. This is about a teen gang member who becomes a new father and has to deal with the fallout of trying to go straight. All 3 books that she's written take place in the same kind of fictional universe, but it could be any city in America right now. It could be Malden or anywhere else. And yeah, that one is Concrete Rose. Next up on the list is one of the most popular authors in the young adult section here at Malden. It's one that's often suggested for 6th to 8th grade readers, and that's the author Jason Reynolds. He had a very popular release with his book Stamped last year, his re-release of one of his classic books. But I want to point out this quadrilogy of books about a spunky team of middle school track stars and its titular characters, Ghost, Patina, Sunny, and Lou, 4 kids from very different walks of life who come together and strive for championship track success. I don't put this in the same category with a lot of other sports books. This is just a great series of reads and great for that age group or anyone to enjoy. Next on the list is a classic book remixed by a Haitian American author, and that's Ebs Boy, and the book is called Pride. Here we take Pride and Prejudice out of the Regency period into modern Brooklyn. All the main characters are characters of color, and that includes the wealthy Darcy family that moves in next door to protagonist Zuri Benitez in the Bushwick area of New York City. The update is often being given to kids and students here in Malden, along with the classic book. You can see how the same root tale can vary depending upon the consequences and the outcomes of the characters' locations where they grow up. Next up on the list of authors and titles is L.L. Mckinney, and her new series is kind of a retelling of a classic story with characters of color, similar to Pride. It is the Nightmareverse series, but it is very much more than just retelling, starting with book 1, which is called A Blade So Black. It follows the protagonist, Alice from Atlanta, who ventures further down the rabbit hole than she's ever gone. But this Alice is no longer just a passive narrator. We're talking about a highly trained Buffy the Vampire Slayer type, ready to deal with the nightmares that assail her through the rabbit hole. Look at the cover. It's some wild stuff. And last but not least, last book here in the 5 and 5, we have Nigerian author Adabi Trisha Nwabani, her best-selling book, Buried Beneath the Baobab Tree. It is a harrowing tale. The author has seen firsthand herself as a reporter in Nigeria of young women yearning for more to escape a very similar trend, but eventually get swept up in the violence of Boko Haram and other militant terrorist groups that kind of sweep over the region. That is it. Those are the 5 books you can check out right now from the Malden Public Library. Go on to our online catalog, get the ebooks by clicking in the link in the video's description below. Once again, this has been Patrick with your 5 and 5 African American authors in the young adult section. We're going to be back next Friday with a whole new review and a whole new reviewer from our staff. Please like, follow, subscribe, whatever you need to do for the Malden Public Library's social media. And that includes Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, here on YouTube. and you'll get the updates whenever a video like this goes live. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great weekend, Malden.